Dear students, previous class we have discussed regarding the proteins. Okay, in that just introduction regarding the proteins. Now we will discuss the properties of the amino acids. Properties of amino acid. The first property usually what's the based on color, odor, like that. The first is colorless. Usually amino acids are colorless in nature. Okay, colorless in nature and water soluble because there more electronegative atom is present. There it will forms the or it may form the hydrogen bonding. When the molecule or atom having hydrogen bonding, these are comparably soluble in a water. Okay, that's why here these amino acids also are soluble in water. Then next, it acts as an salt rather than amines as well as acid. Illi we can take general example RCH NH2 COOH. See this molecule, there is an acidic group as well as NH2 group. Okay, both are present. Hagadre it can behave acid or bases based on the capacity agbekiತ್ತು, but it acts as an salt rather than amino alla ಅಥವಾ ಕಾರ್ಬಾಕ್ಸಿಲಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೂಡ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಇಟ್ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಎನ್ ಸಾಲ್ಟ್. Okay, and one more concept that is Zwitter ion. Zwitter ion, you know that acid na property enu, it can donate a proton. For example, C double bond O, OH is there. Now it is an acid. In this, hydrogen can easily donate by the carboxylic group and it will form C double bond O, O minus. Now it's an acidic in nature and there is a base also. Base na capacity enu or base na property enu, it can accept the proton. Now NH2 group is there, it can accept the proton, it becomes NH3 plus. Now both kinds of atoms or molecule present in an amino acid, so it can form Zwitter ion. Zwitter ion anta helidre enu hagadre when the amino acid can shows the dipolar molecule or it act as an dipolar molecule. And how it will form dipolar molecule? By donating the proton from carboxylic acid and accepting the proton from the by the what NH2 groups. Okay, so ಇಲ್ಲಿ dipolar molecule form ಆಗ್ತದೆ by donate H plus from carboxylic acid or in general we can say acid. Okay, and accept H plus by NH2 group, it will form an ion dipolar molecule that will called as an Zwitter ion, or we can say in another word, what is that? Dipolar molecule means what? Amino acids having both positive charge and negative charge on the same molecule, we can call as a Zwitter ion. I will take an example of glycine. ನೀವು ಯಾವ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಕೂಡ ತಗೋಬಹುದು for writing the Zwitter ionic form. There you should write positive charge ಮತ್ತೆ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಎರಡು ಕಡೆ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಒಂದು ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತದೆ? ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ ಎಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ. I will take R CH NH2 C double bond O OH. Now it is an amino acid. Now here what is that? Acid will donate the proton. Idu donate proton martade and it will get minus charge. This will get the proton. Now it becomes NH3. Here positive charge, here negative charge. This kind of molecules we can call as an Zwitter ionic form or Zwitter ion molecule. Both negative and positive or positive and negative atom charges should be present in a same molecule in a amino acid that we called as an Zwitter ionic form. Okay, I will take an example of glycine. Okay, they may ask for one more question or two more question. What is Zwitter ionic form? Write the Zwitter ion form of the glycine. You know that glycine R group should be hydrogen, then you should write CH2 NH3 plus C double bond O minus. Now it is the structure of glycine. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೆಯೋ ಬದಲು I will write CH2 like this. Now this is an glycine zwitterionic form. Glycine zwitterionic form. Okay, now next property which is very important for exam point, 1 or 2 mark question, you should remember the definition exact hige bariri. Okay, so ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ explain ಮಾಡಿ ಕೂಡ ಬರಿಬಹುದು. ಅಲ್ಲಿ proton acceptor donor ನ ತಗೊಂಡು ಆಮೇಲೆ act as an dipolar molecule. Okay, you should write like this. And then these Zwitter ions are E molecules, so it will act as an amphoteric in nature. You know that the meaning of amphoteric nature, what is that? Amphoteric means it behaves both acid as well as base. Now this is a molecule, when it treated with the acid, it will act as an base. When it treated with the base, it will act as an acid. So it is an Zwitter ion or amphoteric in nature. Zwitter ions are amphoteric in nature. Then the next point, all amino acids are optically active except glycine. All amino acids are optically active except glycine. Optically active means what? Optically active anta ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ there are 4 bond present in a carbon. ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ಗೆ 4 ಬಾಂಡ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಆ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಆಗಿರುವ 4 ಆಟಮ್ or molecule should be different. ಇಲ್ಲಿ except glycine ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಗ್ಲೈಸಿನ್ ಒಂದು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬಾಕಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಮೈನೋ ಆಸಿಡ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಏನು, that should be optically active molecule. ಗ್ಲೈಸಿನ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, now there is an alpha carbon. Now it is an alpha carbon, it having hydrogen in a glycine. Okay, glycine ಅಲ್ಲಿ see here, this is the optically active carbon or alpha carbon. So ಇದನ್ನು ನೀವು ಆಲ್ಫಾ optically active ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ all bonds, one should be NH3 is there, second bond should be COO minus is there, and third bond hydrogen, fourth also hydrogen. See this, these two are similar, that's why which is not an optically active. Ade ನೀವು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು example, here hydrogen, all right, like this. Here NH3 group, COO minus and hydrogen, R group should be changed. If it is CH3, now it is alanine. Alanine is an optically active. In a alanine there is an CH3 group. Now see, all are different bond for this carbon. Now we can say this is an optically active. Okay, all amino acids are optically active except glycine. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಇದರ ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳಬಹುದು. How will ask the question? Write the optically inactive. Okay, give an example for optically inactive amino acid. You should write the glycine. ಯಾಕೆ ಗ್ಲೈಸಿನ್? 2 ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಬಾಂಡು ಒಂದೇ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ಗೆ ಇದೆ, there is no optical active carbon. Okay, so this is about the amino acid, and amino acid shows D and L configuration by the stereoisomers. Okay, stereoisomer ಮೇಲೆ ಹೇಳುವಂತದ್ದು, it both what D and L isomers are possible or configurations are possible, but naturally occurring amino acid there should be L only. Okay, L configuration ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ತದೆ. And ನಾವು ಕಾರ್ಬೋಹೈಡ್ರೇಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್? OH ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ರೈಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ರೆ ದಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಆನ್ ಡಿ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಗರೇಷನ್, ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಗರೇಷನ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ OH ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಆನ್ NH2 ಗ್ರೂಪ್. ಇಫ್ NH2 ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ at the left hand side, then we can say that is an L configuration, then it will produce L configuration. Okay, this is about the properties of respective amino acid. Next we'll move for the what proteins is. Proteins are polymers of respective alpha amino acid. Now we will move to discuss on what proteins and all. We already told what is that? Proteins are nothing but polymeric form of amino acid. Now see, if this is an one amino acid, when comes to the protein concept, what is that? That should be combined, like this. Okay, different kinds of amino acid. Now 1 2 3 4 5 6, I took 6 amino acid in a one chain. Now this entire group called as an polymeric group, and single atom bandre, that is monomeric unit. Then we can say proteins are the polymeric form of alpha amino acid. Monomeric form ಯಾವುದು ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ? amino acid. Now these are connected. ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಒಂದಕ್ಕೊಂದು ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆಗಿರುವುದಲ್ಲ, that should be a bonded. ಅವು ಬಾಂಡ್ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಒಂದು ಅಮೈನೋ ಆಸಿಡ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಅಮೈನೋ ಆಸಿಡ್ ಜೊತೆ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಯಾವ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ? there is an peptide bonds will form. Now I will take an example as glyol. Okay, simple example, glyol. Here two kinds of amino acids are there. Eradu amino acids irtade. One glycine. Okay, glycine we can take hydrogen CH NH2 C double bond OH. Okay, OH. Then this should be bonded with the alanine CH3 NH2 C double bond OH. Now these two are combined to form an glyol. Ivedu combine ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಹೇಗೆ combine ಆಗ್ತದೆ? Here more electronegative atom of or more active attacking reagent acidic group. Okay, this having the lone pair of electron that should be bonded with the ಅದು ಬಾಂಡ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಯಾವ್ದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಅಥವಾ here. Okay, NH2 groups is present. This should be attached to carbonyl carbon. Attached to carbonyl carbon. That time this OH will be eliminated. This OH will be eliminated and form a peptide bond. Peptide bond means what? Illi hydrogen loss ಆಗ್ತದೆ and here OH will loss. There is an elimination of H2O. One molecule H2O eliminate ಆಗ್ತದೆ and it will form CH2 NH2. I wrote CNH2 CH2 C double bond O. Then next should be NH group. Okay, that NH group of next atom NH CH CH3 COOH. COOH. This is an glyol. Glyala. They may ask for one more question. Write the glyol structure. Where the peptide bond is present, there is in between the two amino acid. In this portion, this is called as a peptide bond. You can write peptide bond by the attack of what? Amine groups to the carbonyl carbon. More electro ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಥವಾ ಕಾರ್ಬೊನಿಲ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ಗೆ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಇವೆರಡು ನಡುವೆ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕರೀದೇನು ಪೆಪ್ಟೈಡ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಆರ್ ಪೆಪ್ಟೈಡ್ ಲಿಂಕೇಜ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ 1 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಪೆಪ್ಟೈಡ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಆರ್ ರೈಟ್ ದಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ಗ್ಲೈಆಲ್. ಓಕೆ, ಗ್ಲೈಆಲ್ ಇದು ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಹೀಗೆ ಬರಿಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ನೌ ದಿಸ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್, ಎಲಿಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ವಾಟರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ಸ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್. ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ವೈಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ peptide bond there is an elimination of water. Okay, elimination of water molecule takes place and to form an peptide bond form ಆಗ್ತದೆ. And dipeptide tripeptides are the types of the proteins. Okay, so for example dipeptides anta bandre di refers to two. Here two amino acids are involved in the bond formation. Two amino acids. Now we can say glyol is a dipeptide. Now we can say it is a dipeptide. Why it is called dipeptide? There are two amino acids to form a peptide linkage. Undergoes in a peptide linkage. In a tripeptide anta helidre there should be a 3 amino acid involved in the bond formation. Athwa 3 amino acid peptide linkage ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. and one more thing, dipeptides ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಾಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ? peptide bonds should be present. only one peptide bond is present. only one peptide bond. ಡೈಗೆ ಒಂದೇ ಇರುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಎರಡು ಅಮೈನೋ ಆಸಿಡ್ ಕಂಬೈನ್ ಆದರೆ ಒಂದು ಬಾಂಡ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಟ್ರೈಪೆಪ್ಟೈಡ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ರೈಟ್ 2 peptide bonds 3 amino acid. you should remember. okay, ಇದನ್ನ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. How many amino acid involved in dipeptides? You should write 2. How many bond involved in the peptide bond present in the dipeptides? You should write 1. Okay, this is about based on the involvement of number of amino acids. Number of amino acid basis mele dipeptide, tripeptide, tetra like that. Okay, in case more than 10 amino acid anta idre, okay, ಡೆಕಾಪೆಪ್ಟೈಡ್ಸ್ ಹಾಗೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ, ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾವು ಪಾಲಿಪೆಪ್ಟೈಡ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಪಾಲಿ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಮೆನಿ ಪೆಪ್ಟೈಡ್ ಲಿಂಕೇಜ್ ವಿಲ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ amino acid. In that polypeptides we can call as an proteins. okay, more than 10 amino acid combine ಆದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು proteins ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಕರಿಬಹುದು. in general ಆಗಿ alpha amino acids combine to form a polypeptide linkage and that will particularly called as an protein. Example, what is that? Insulin. In a insulin there is an 51 amino acids are involved in a linkage. Okay, and how many bonds are possible, peptide bonds? There should be 50. 51 amino acid, 50 peptide linkage are possible. This is about the proteins. Now we'll move for the next type. What is that? Types of the proteins. Majorly two types of proteins are there. One is fibrous protein as well as one more is globular protein. Now let me see what is fibrous protein, what is globular protein. Here this may ask for 2 mark question. Write the difference between the fibrous protein as well as the globular protein. Okay, so first we move for the fibrous protein. Here what is that? Here different kinds of amino acids are involved. Different kinds of amino acids are involved to form a peptide linkage. This polymeric unit we can call as an protein. In a protein, fibrous protein, you know that fibers, okay, like thread-like structures will form. Okay, that are called as a fibrous protein. Here what is that? Polypeptide chains run in a ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಒಂದು ಪಾಲಿಪೆಪ್ಟೈಡ್ ಚೈನ್ ಹೀಗೆ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕೂಡ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಅಥವಾ ಒಂದು ಪಾಲಿಪೆಪ್ಟೈಡ್ ಚೈನ್ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದರೆ that another also should move like that only. Usually there should be an thread like structure. You should write like this only. What is that? Polypeptide chains run parallelly and held together by the hydrogen bond or disulfide linkage. Here two proteins or two polypeptide chains are run parallelly. ಈ ರೀತಿ ರನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಅಥವಾ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, in between these two there should be a formation of hydrogen bonding. ಯಾಕೆ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಬಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ there is an NH2 group is present. And one more C double bond O also present. Here there are two lone pair of electron is present, and here one lone pair of electron is present. And you know that nitrogen and oxygens are the more electronegative atom that should be easily having the force of attraction between the hydrogen atom. Here hydrogen atom, not only the nitrogen and oxygen, there is an sulfur also present in some of the amino acid. ಕೆಲವೊಂದು amino acid ಅಲ್ಲಿ sulfur ಕೂಡ present ಇರ್ತದೆ. That also more electronegative atom, and it may undergoes disulfide linkage between the two sulfurs. Okay, or this may undergoes hydrogen bonding also, but the capacity of oxygen ಮತ್ತೆ nitrogen compare ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ for sulfur is less. Okay, so here what is that? We should write like that only. Run parallelly with the held together by the hydrogen bonding and disulfide linkage. And what about the globular protein? Here globular protein, there is no parallelity. Okay, regularity irudilla. It should undergoes coiling like this. These are comes under in a globular protein, and it will form a spherical shape. Coil agi it will form an spherical shape. There is no parallelity. Okay, illi parallel idre illi spherical shape athwa coil agi irtade, or you can say folded structure present in a globular protein. ಅಲ್ಲಿ fold form ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಇರಬಹುದು, fold ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ, ಅಥವಾ it should be coiling structure, coil agi irbodu. This is the first point. Okay, this is the first point. Then next point is insoluble in water. So this is a very important difference. What is that? Here all hydrogen bonds are involved in the intermolecular bondings. Okay, ಅವುಗಳ ನಡುವೆನು ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಬಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ವಾಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ಸಾಲಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ನ ತೋರಿಸುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲಾರಿಟಿ ಇದೆ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಬಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ದಿಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಗೋಸ್ water insoluble. Then go for the globular protein, obviously, which is opposite to globular protein, that is soluble in water. And example for the globular or parallel fibrous protein, that is keratin. Where it is present? Here ನಿಮ್ಮ hair ಇರಬಹುದು. Okay, so that are having the keratin. ನಿಮ್ಮ hair ಕೂಡ ಹಾಗೆ straight ಇರ್ತದೆ. It's the best example for fibrous proteins. Okay, so ಕೆಲವರದು ಕಾಯಿಲ್ ಇರಬಹುದು, ಹಾಗಂತ ಅದನ್ನ ಗ್ಲೋಬ್ಯುಲರ್ ಪ್ರೋಟೀನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ. Here just what is that? Example, keratin is an example, and one more myosin present in a muscles ಅಲ್ಲಿ myosins present ಇರ್ತದೆ, hair ಅಲ್ಲಿ keratins are present. Okay, then next example for the globular protein, insulin. and albumin, and you know that albumin present in a egg alli albumin present iruttade, yolk matte albumin part, you know that white parts are nothing but the globular protein that are amino acids, albumin and the insulin. Okay, these are all the examples and you should remember all the difference. Okay, right as it is. This may ask for 2 mark question for the board exam. These are very important concept whatever we studied now. Okay, we should remember and recall all those things once again. Okay, so next class we will continue with the structure of respective protein. There are 4 kinds of structures are possible, structure and shape, that we will discuss in the next class. Thank you.